Safety-oriented processes tend to be reused, modified and extended to individual projects in a similar manner to the product lines. This video focuses on the safety-oriented process line engineering. To be able to establish the safety-oriented process lines, the seamless integration between Eclipse Process Framework Composer and Base Variability Resolution Tool is achieved. The Base Variability Resolution language defines variability orthogonally for any meta-object facility-compliant model representing the base model. The generation of target configurations is performed with variability or VSpec, resolution, and realization. Let's take a look at the engineering of an ECSS ST4 compliant safety-oriented process line. The ECSS ST4 standard is modeled in the Eclipse Process Framework Composer. It can be seen that the software design and implementation engineering process is constituted of design of software items, coding and testing, and integration activities, each of which contains various tasks, which in turn contains various steps. The tailoring rules provided in Annex R of ECSS ST4 are modeled within the BVR VSpec editor. The resulting VSpec model shows the tree structure representing logical constraints to be considered during the resolution. The solid line indicates that the particular feature applies to all criticality levels, whereas the dashed line represents a variation point. The minimize option is used for hiding the features. The tasks associated with software units and software component integration and testing and software integration test plan development are marked as optional. The multiplicity XOR is assigned to the criticality, therefore exactly one out of A, B, C and D must be selected for the software product. As the choices are associated with multiple criticality levels, the constraints have been applied. Valid tailoring is guaranteed if the constraints are properly specified. For instance, the constraint, A or B, implies, not integration test plan, indicates that the execution of variation points for integration test plan must be excluded for processes with criticality A or B. The resolution models are automatically generated from the VSpec model for which the new command is used, but the choices needed to be included or excluded. This is done for the execution of associated variation points. The validation process is executed to confirm whether the resolution corresponds to the VSpec model. For the ECSS ST4 standard, 4 resolutions have been defined. Variability realization is based on the placements and replacements within the fragment substitutions. However, the XMI files produced by EPF Composer are neither directly opened nor mapped at the realization editor. We have implemented a dialog wizard to support the mapping of target configurations at the realization editor. The recent or default path choice is automatically filled in the path text box, otherwise the path containing a specific method library might be browsed. The dialog wizard performs 2 tasks, imports the contents of the method library in the target directory and resolves problems with the XMI files. The error-free models are made available in the project folder. All the model files can be opened. For example, method content descriptions and processes. To create the placements and replacements, the model elements are dragged and dropped on the realization editor and then create placement or create replacement option is selected. As the requirements in ECSS ST4 standard are either included or exuded based on the criticality of the system, the null replacements have been taken into consideration. The placements are highlighted in red color. The placements and replacements are grouped in a fragment. The VSpecs have been assigned to the variation points row in order to derive the configuration. The execute option in particular resolution is selected. This generates the desired models that are automatically exported back to the EPF Composer. The tailored process models can be opened with EPF Composer. This work has been published as a tool paper in SPLC 2018 conference. Many thanks for your attention.